Hello and welcome everyone to today's stream. My name's Josh and we are just finalising things here for the first Elite Division pre-season event here at Barcelona, Catalunya. Not long to go, they're just finishing qualifying and we will get the stream underway. Not long now. Hello and welcome everyone who is new here. My name is Josh. This is Demo 1 Garage. We have the SFR GT Challenge Elite Division pre-season event at Catalunya underway in just a few moments time. They are just finishing up qualifying and we will join the action as soon as the grid is set. So stand by for an exciting race and more coming up tonight here at Spain. And don't forget, if you're a Twitter fan, you can get your tweet featured. Either mention D1 Demo 1G or use the hashtag D1G or DIG to get your tweet featured on stream. Let us know what you think about the racing, who your favourite driver is, who you expect to win, and anything else related. Just tweet at Demo 1G. Grid is being set. Stream should be starting very soon. Might need to restart that clock. Kyle Pates, like the stream. Thank you, Kyle. Gonna add 3 minutes. There are some issues with the lobby system, which is annoying, but that's what these pre-season events are for, to get all the bugs ironed out before we go head into the main season. Hello, Joshua Monfort. What's up, buddy? Good to have you along, bro. I do apologise about the delay getting started tonight, guys. Just bear with us. They did have some issues with the lobby. It was not even starting up, so hopefully we've fixed that issue and we can get the race started soon. That is the crazy thing about live streaming. You have no control of when things can go right or wrong. It just happens. Alrighty. Just giving them the signal. We're good to go. Welcome everybody, my name is Josh and this is the SFR GT Challenge Elite Division. There is your grid.
I'm rocking.
Here we go. Cars revving. I don't know why there's only 8. There should be more than that. There must have been an issue. Anyway, we're going to get it done and dusted anyway. That's what happens. Red light. 3, 2, 1. It's green and it's Cooper off the line with Arrowhead in behind and Gnarly getting a great start, slotting his Aston Martin up into the gap in front of the Volkswagen, and he now leads this race up into the first turn. The field trying to sort themselves out 4 wide at some points. Exotica's on the very inside. A little bit of a touch there with Catch. But everyone seems to have gotten through the first few turns nice and clean. And Gnarly has upset that great lead. He went out wide through the first turn and off to the runoff into the chicane. And he now sits somewhere near the back of the field, which is a massive shame. 11 cars just powering through. Princess, the first female driver here in the league, and she's up into the 3rd position right now. So Princess off to a good debut. Arrowhead here putting the pressure on. And another thing to note is the cars chosen here might not be the cars that are ultimately decided to be used in the final choice for the main season. So guys can get some testing out of the way, done and dusted. There's Catch in the old green machine. It has changed colours slightly over the seasons. It used to be predominantly green, but that's where the name comes from. The green machine. Catch up into 4th, into the chicane, getting Princess knocked out wide. And Princess now falls back 2 positions into 5th. She's doing a good job at the moment to keep up. And Exotica in the Nissan. Look at it. Nice and wide, keeping Arrowhead at bay. Catch has had a really good start in this pre-season as well. Oh, bit of a touch there for Exotica. Exotica runs wide. There could be some contact. Holding up the field. Gnarly gets caught up into that. So does Gel Speed. Princess as well. And Emula just avoided that in the NSX. The front guys, though, Cooper getting the lead on the rest of the field over Exotica and Arrowhead. These guys are just on the limits. You can see Catch is playing the patient game right now, grinding through. And he's just gonna sit back and let them do their thing. Alright, we've all settled down into the 2nd lap. Exotica at the moment holding his station well in front of Arrowhead. Catch still just playing that patient game. On board with him. That is the podium positions in front of him. And that is his view from the front of his car. Oh, I thought Arrowhead came in a little bit of an acute angle. I thought there was going to be some drama. But he's collected all that up. And Arrowhead continues on in a clean fashion. You can see Gnarly had a really good start, but he's just fallen off a little bit at the moment, down in 5th. He had a bit of an issue on the first lap at the first turn. Princess here defending a move from Gel Speed. He tries to sneak it down up the inside at the slow chicane. But Princess too smart in the Mercedes. Emula in the Honda NSX doing really well for FAMs right now. There's Little Mac and Magic Man there in 10th in the Lexus, which has dominated seasons past. But we will have a new division champion this season in the Elite Division. Some of the drivers haven't been able to drive full-time like they did last season. So we will have a new champion at the end of the main season. Pre-season event today, though, getting underway well. Catch playing that long game. Strategy a massive role. They've got to run the compound soft and medium at least once for a lap. Fuel is a major factor as well. So that's a different thing you'll see this season, is how the fuel strategies run. Let's get your replay of the start of the race. This was gnarly. He had a really rocket start. Thread the needle through the front two guys on the front row, and it was well out ahead. His car, absolute rocket off the line. He had a bit of an issue down into the first turn, though. Oh, there was some contact there with the Exotica. Was unplanned. And that's where you can see Gnarly lost all those spots. Oh, he had contact rejoining too. Magic Man got caught up in that. Luckily, nothing dangerous happened out of that. So that's where Gnarly is now in 5th spot. He had a really good start. He just hasn't been able to capitalise on that. Teammate catch ahead of him, though, so they should be able to work together at the pointy end of this one and help each other push forward. Turismo Cooper, though. Oh, what has he done? Has he hit the curbing there all wrong? And it's just rotated the car full 360. He's down now into 4th position, and Gnarly ready to pounce and catch. Playing that patient game now holds that podium spot. Check this out. Right on board with him. The curbs are massive here at Spain. So he's hit that one. Oh, that's what it was. It's upset the car on the inside. And he just had to watch the field stream past him. After all that hard work on the top spot, finds himself down in 4th. Gel Speed up into 6th. Princess right now doing her best in 7th. The Canadian right now has to deal with the fellow Canadian Emula in behind in 8th. A little bit of a battle going on here. A game of wits at the moment. Gel Speed looks like he's going to be able to pull out the gap. Princess here is going to have to watch her rear vision mirror and defend valiantly from Emula in the Honda. Where else do you get to see a Honda NSX up against a Mercedes AMG GT3? You don't get to see that every day. Princess here holding her own. Saw a little bit of an opportunity. She cut back in behind the AMG in front to open up the corner, and the cars will all stream through. Up towards the chicane they go. Gel Speed leads this second pack. And that's how it remains for this lap. Lap 4 of 33, and Arrowhead at the moment leads this one with the big spanking Demo 1 logo on the back of the Porsche. Loving it, loving the livery. So don't forget, guys, if you are a Tweet fan, you can use... Oh, look at that. Sorry. Overtake from Exotica as I looked away. Gets the Nissan now, leading the race. Arrowhead tries to slot it back in defiantly up the inside into the first turn, but he will find that first position stolen away. Exotica would have had the slipstream here. Oh, look at that. Just flying past. Was well ahead before the first turn. Who was braver on the brakes? Oh, pretty much the same time. Not much Arrowhead could do to reply. He just needs to keep tucked in behind Exotica's rear wing here and use that slipstream to his advantage. Drew Carter asks, why is Emula so dirty? Surely that's sarcasm. There has to be. The guy's a saint. Exotica. Just holding the spot well in the Nissan. Big heavy car that you will see in the Blancpain GT series. Arrowhead might get it done here. Up the inside in the Porsche. It could be a great move. It won't be done though. The door was shut and Cooper has come out of nowhere in the Volkswagen and is now regaining time super quickly after his massive accident he had here just a few laps ago. He is now on the redemption run here on lap 5. And he's caught back up to the front too. It's not going to be long before I think Cooper finds himself back leading this race. And Catch has had to, he's had to go back into 4th and play the patient grind game. And Cooper gets it done. Cooper, out of nowhere, just pushes that Volkswagen forward. The Beetle, the Group 3 Beetle. An absolute joy to watch on track. And if you want to watch an all Beetle make race, go watch the Race on Oz race after this one. Replay on Demo 1. Round 6 at Monza from last night. An absolutely action-packed race. We even had some FIA World finalists in that one from Australia. Some of the fastest guys. And they were all in a one-make Beetle. And it was so entertaining. So if you're missing eSport racing once this is over. I think Exotic is giving the spot there to Cooper. He saw the indicator on. So is he going to make it easy for him? Round the long way around. Exotica almost made that stick. Jonathan Schwartz, hello and welcome. Turismo DJ, welcome DJ. We'll have the other division next week as well from SFR. So plenty of racing the weeks to come. Exotica's under the pump immediately though. Arrowhead has already put the pressure on straight away. Watching to learn pit strats. Very, very, very good idea indeed. Because the pit strategies will be very similar. Well, the Aston Martin might not be able to run as long as, say, the AMGs. So I'd imagine, have a look for the Aston next lap. What happened there to Arrowhead? He got a little bit out of whack there. He ran a little bit wide, ran deep, and he's lost so much time on Exotica in front. Alright, let's get a little bit of an update through the field. They're the two Astons from Rockefeller Racing, Gnarly and Catch. And they run 5th and 6th line astern of each other. Gel Speed still holds 6th position, and Princess valiantly fighting here to get that away from him. The 666 Devil's number of Gel just being the bad luck Princess didn't need. The Canadian, she's trying to get around. She's looking for it. Just can't find the right gap. They're in the same car too, so she's got to prod and probe and evaluate his weakest corners. Oh, there's some contact there at the back. That was Little Mac. He had a bit of a wobble. He was up in 9th position. This is the replay. He ran deep. Oh, and he ran wide. Did he get any contact? No, that was all self-serving. And Little Mac now runs down in 11th position. So there's some really good battles happening down here in the second pack. Emula in the Honda NSX. Looks like Captain Goof, who we all know does some amazing goof laps because he does so many practice laps. Watch for the goof laps come the closing stages of this one. Oh, Princess! Oh, she had a massive rock and rolling ride. She did really well to hold that. She didn't even hit the wall. She was heading at it head on, and somehow she's used corrective steering and just held that on the right trajectory. Emula wasn't able to take advantage of the small mistakes she's made. This is where it all happened earlier. Coming out of the final turn. Princess got a little bit upset. On board with her. Oh, weird. The back end just got all slippery on the corner. That's very interesting. I don't know what... That was odd. Maybe she got the power down maybe a little bit too early, but it didn't look like there was anything too weird out of that one. Let's have another quick look at it. Yeah, the car just... Wow. Well, she did well. Oh, another little touch there. Goof in the background. Cars are all getting upset today. If they run the curves a little bit too aggressively, this is what happens. Oh, it looked a little bit more wild looking further down the field. That was a non-event almost. But Goof at the moment holding station. Little Mac has really fallen off. What has happened to Little Mac? He hasn't entered the pits, has we? And we weren't aware of it. Because he's a long way off already. Alright, Cooper leads this one by 6.1 seconds. And he'll be a favourite to win it from here. He did make a mistake early on hitting the curbs. But he's been able to recover and he's got a lot of time up his hands. Cooper absolutely dominating Jonathan. Absolutely dominating at the moment. This is where the battle is raging on though between second and third. Exotica's got some work to do here. Arrowhead. He sees the gap. He goes for it. The door is shut. Exotica's doing a good job here. He's going to have to really work at it. And while this is all raging on, this could eat through the tyres a little bit quicker for Exotica. So this could change pit strategy at some point. Arrowhead's dropped off a little bit here. Can he carry the speed through here, down the straight before the chicane? If he can brake later, then Exotica, he should get the move done. The Porsche doesn't seem to have the pull. The Nissan just stays out ahead. Oh, no. As I say that, Arrowhead sees the opportunity and strikes like a cobra. In between the eyes. That will sting for a while for Exotica. I thought he had that. There it is, around the long way. He broke a little bit too deep into the corner and Arrowhead turned in. And it was an easy job. Yeah, the Turismo boys... Unfortunately, we had a few more, but I think because time constraints, some of them have had to leave early, but this is a good taste of what things to come. Now, lap 9, like I said, the Aston Martins, I was warned early that they don't seem to run quite as long as some of the others. So in comes Gnarly and Goof this lap number 9. And they will change to the medium. Well, we saw Gnarly do that. Goof's taking some fuel on board for the Lexus. Medium tyres as well. So the medium, mandatory compound, out of the way. Let's see what the leader does as he comes towards the end of this lap. Cooper, though, leading, gaining another 2 seconds over 2 laps. He's so quick. Or Exotica gets it sideways. And Lukey Dale's like the stream. Thank you very much, Lukey, for the like. And if you are new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow wherever you're watching us from, as it does really help the channel out. We'd love to get this racing out to more people. So if you know anyone that likes motorsports, let them know of us. Let them know of these races. Because we'd love to share it with as many people as we possibly can. So thank you very much, Lukey, for the like. And if you're not sure who we are, my name's Josh. I am on Demo 1 Garage, streaming all this eSport action tonight for the SFR GT Challenge on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Arrowhead leads into the pits. Cooper continues. The two leaders follow each other from second and third. Not much to change up there, but you can see the fuel levels very similar between them. taking on some fuel. Arrowhead. Princess has continued, so she's running on in the AMG. They will take second spot. There's a battle here between Emula and Gnarly. It's getting a little bit feisty now as the race heats up. Side by side down into turn 1. It's a drag race, and you can see that's Exotica coming out of the pits. It's going to really mess things up. Gnarly goes around him, and Emula's lost out there in 6th. And Gnarly finds himself in 4th position here. Things are really starting to heat up now with the strategy. Oh, wow, there was some crazy action coming out of the last corner. A little bit of a nudge. Emula had the lead on Gnarly here. And watch this, Gnarly with the slipstream. Made it work beautifully. And then you can see there's Exotica coming out. Princess just ahead in 3rd. It got really, really condensed here. And Gnarly just threw it into the corner. Committed to it. And it paid off. And Little Mac's gotten around Emula here. Little Mac on a great charge through the field. Gnarly's on a massive charge himself. It's getting a little bit heated down the straight. Exotica moves into 3rd. Gnarly, oh my god, he's just chucked it up the inside out of nowhere. And I think catches in there, and Princess has had it off. We'll show you that replay shortly. And Catch appears. Things are really starting to get dangerous out there. The guys are starting to throw their weight around a little bit. Gnarly's up in 3rd. And he has Exotica in behind. So I think Gnarly's been able to jump Exotica there through the pit stops. So that's really worked well. Exotica now's got a little bit more work ahead of him. Little Mac now holds 6th. I'm not sure if Little Mac's pitted yet, though. Catch there in 6th position. This is the battle. He's trying to break the slipstream. Exotica looking for a way around. Little Mac wants to stick onto the back of the train. He wants to help get them to pull him along. Who's playing games with the like button? What's going on, John? You've also said, looks like one stop possible fuel-wise, but tyres require 2 or 3. Yeah, the tyres will need that. Fuel looks good, though. Now, Exotica's slotted one back around Gnarly, and they touch panels again as they come back around the right-hander. Exotica's on the inside. Gnarly's going to have to go around the outside. That's the longest way around the corner. Exotica gets a little bit slippery, and Little Mac watches it all unfold in front, and he is really, really licking his lips here. It's all getting a little bit tasty in front. These guys will fight hard, and if they make a mistake, Little Mac is there to pounce. He's not far off. He's not far off at all. Now, can Gnarly make anything of it up to the chicane? This is where we saw action last lap, and we will get you a recap of that. Nothing happened. This is the recap from last lap. It got really heated as we come around. Princess was up into 3rd. Gnarly was there in 4th, and Exotica was found wanting on the scene. They touched panels, Gnarly and Exotica. And something happened to Princess here. Oh, that was weird. And she's gone spinning off. And she just had to hopelessly watch the field just drive on by. She now occupies 10th. That is so unlucky for Princess. That's the nature of motorsport at times, though. This is it again. She was trying to just cover a line here, make the corner as wide. Oh, I think she got a touch from Gnarly there. I think Gnarly might be in some trouble. He's in 4th right now. Now have a look at this. I think Gnarly, in his efforts to cut back across the left-hand side... Oh, he's hit her under braking. That was not her fault. There could be a delayed penalty given to Gnarly for that. Obviously not intentional, but that is the nature of it. Gel Speed back into 6th position. And Princess now out of this one as she was sent spinning off into that runoff. Magic Man has now subbed in and putting the pressure on the AMG. The Lexus and AMG fight at the moment for 6th and 7th. Gel Speed, though, a little bit too ahead of the game. Catch running the long game again. He's in 5th. So strategy is the interesting key here. We've got to keep an eye on that. These guys are fighting it all out. Tooth and leather at the moment. Magic Man just desperately trying to stay with Gel. Gel trying his mightiest right now to open the gap. Onyx. That'd be good if we could see Q back. Oh, Gnarly. In some real aggressive exchanges out on track. And there's another aggressive exchange happening there. Little Mac, though, has gotten the pass done. And Gnarly falls back one more spot into 5th. And Little Mac moves forward for the Stronger Together Racing team. And he's put his Lexus in 4th right now. This is how that one unfolded. So this one got a little bit hairy as well. Gnarly was seen dodging left to right, I think, trying to break the slipstream and at the same time defend the position. Yes, he was. A little bit of a late move, but Little Mac kept his cool. He was actually on the grippier line in the racing line there, and he's like, see you later, Gnarly. This spot is mine. Some really good exchanges happening out on track right now. Now the two teammates, they're coming up on each other. This is on board with Catch. His last lap of 147.6. Oh, really deep into the corner there. Careful not to upset his teammate. Yeah, Josh, I think Gnarly will be in a bit of trouble there. I always say race hard and on the edge, and I'd say Gnarly is on the absolute edge of that limit. The limit of the edge, whatever you want to call it. The black and white flag could be shown to Gnarly at some point. This one means a lot to him. Left and right. Little Mac's done the same thing. He's getting squeezed out of the circuit. He's actually pushing Little Mac around. He does get that position. Then Little Mac's fallen back another 2 as Catch has just said, thank you very much. I'll take that one from you. And now this midfield is getting really condensed. And things are really starting to heat up. The slipstream is making a huge difference. Tyre strategies. Oh, Gel Speed. He's actually done up the inside. Contact with Little Mac. They've run wide, but they've held that and controlled it. And Magic Man's gone around the outside, and I think Gel Speed, I don't think he'll need to readdress anything. That was a racing incident. And Catch has actually just got in front of his teammates. And Gnarly falling back one more spot again. But I'm sure... Oh, Catch slides it. Gnarly. Oh, Catch has done well to hold that. He tried to run wide onto the curb. And there he goes. Just hazard lights to say, sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to do that. But look at this. This race. Wow. From 4th back. You could not pick it. You could not pick this at all. Now, this was the Gnarly thing before. He was pushing Little Mac a little bit too aggressively there. Little Mac got called out and Catch just come flying in. So Little Mac might have something to say about that. Coming around. Oh, he's trying to get into the pits. Here we go. Second pit stop. This was on board with before. It looked a little bit more aggressive. That's how that one played out. Little Mac's come in. It's getting fueled up. New tyres on. Boots ready. Team. And we're going to get the glitch where we have a floating Lexus. Love it. He's out in 10th position. The leader, though, is Turismo Cooper, dominating this race. 14 seconds the lead. You can't manufacture that. You got to work hard for that sort of lead. Hacks anyone? Look at that. It's just clear track. Cooper's got nothing to worry about. He's just going to put in time, quick time after quick time. A 1:44.913 was his last lap. Turismo Racing will be very happy with Cooper's performance here in this pre-season event. Scotty's racing line nailed down, dialed in. Arrowhead in second. And he's got a big gap as well, 8 seconds over Exotica. So Arrowhead for Rockefeller. On fire. Now the front three really separated by a lot of time. Exotica's there in third too. He's got a... But this is where it's all happening. Now Gnarly has fallen off into sixth as we got a bit of an update on that. Catch, though, being pressurised from these three in behind, one of them being his teammate, the Green Machine, being mighty, Aston Martin power down the straight right now. It's going to be a battle of wits, and it's going to be a slipstream. Put the slingshot into action. Magic Man, it's all three teammates, or four teammates actually. They all run for the same team. There'll be no love lost there, I can tell you that. Joshua Monfort, can't wait for next week. New season, new house, new TV. You've got a new house as well. I'm in a new house. I've got new internet. Hopefully enjoying the stream today in 1080p, guys. Oh, there was a move just there in front for Catch. Catch held his line. Look at this. These guys race together all the time, so they know each other's tricks. And they know how to counter them. Magic Man almost successfully countered Catch's defense. This was the exchange early on. Catch was around the outside. Magic Man held tight to the curb. And as they exited, Catch had to come across and defend. I thought Magic Man might slip one up the inside, but it wasn't to be. Here we go. After the chicane, Catch has run one. Magic Man held it tight, and Catch got the speed through. That's what he needed. Great little battle going on here. There's another one happening in behind as well with Gnarly and Gel. Oh, there's more touching. More touching. I saw some... Oh, they've had to cut the corner quite aggressively to stay off each other's racing line, and Gnarly's come in. This is the replay of just a little bit earlier. Gnarly and Gel speed. There was some contact here. Well, I thought there was contact. No, they did really well, actually, to leave each other room. Okay, I'll take that back. I'll take that back. That was just on the limit stuff. Good work from those two. Gnarly's out into 8th position, and that'll be Little Mac in behind. So Little Mac will want to get one back here on Gnarly. The floating Lexus. So efficient. There's nothing touching the surface. So he's only limited by how fast, how much the air pressure holds that car up, I'd say. It's funny to watch. It's a weird glitch. It's been happening since the game was released. Cooper, though, has increased that lead to almost 16 seconds as we're on lap 18. Is he coming into the pits this lap? Negatory. Arrowhead out in second, and he's holding that one quite comfortably in the Porsche. And we'll wait and see if he's boxing this lap. No pit crew to watch to let us know if that's going to happen. Exotica is falling off a little bit there in third. So their strategies here have really separated these ones. Magic Man now has fourth, and Catch is there in fifth. The Lexus driver now in front of his teammate. Who will dance first? Catch won't. Gel speed continues on. So these guys are yet to pit. Goof. We haven't seen much of Goof this race, but we're waiting for those Goof laps to just be dialed in. And like I said, watch him at the pointy end. He can just pull out the speed out of nowhere. I'm sure he's probably fuel saving. Gnarly has grown the gap on Little Mac, so he'll be a little bit relieved if that's the case. Little Mac might want to get his elbows out here and give one back if he can catch up to Gnarly. Amula down there in 10th right now. And Princess, she's in 11th. She was doing so well at the start. But after a little bit of an unfortunate contact with Gnarly, which sent her flying off into the runoff, she's had to play the long game now. So there could be some late penalties given to Gnarly for that one. So we'll keep an eye on that one, guys. And Cooper's continued on here to start lap number 20. We're in the closing stages of this one. 13 to go. And again, thanks to everyone that has joined me. My name is Josh from Demo One Garage. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you're new. And thanks to all those who have liked tonight. And again, appreciate the support you guys always show. I hope you've enjoyed this run, because this one's been quite interesting. Still a little way to go though yet. So it's not all done and dusted. Exotica goes on, Catch goes on, Gel Speed goes on, Magic Man goes into the pits. 9% fuel left. I'm not sure if Magic Man has used his medium compound yet, so we'll see what he changes to here. This should be his last pit stop. Maybe he started on the medium. 52, that should get him to the end of this one. And that'll get him out in 8th position here. So he's got a little bit of work ahead of him. Princess has moved up to 9th position. So after a few of the pit stops, she's moved up. Let's see if she can keep pushing forward here at this stage. It'll be good to see some success from her through the season. But it's been Turismo Cooper's race from the start. Domination, domination, domination. There's no other word for it. And he's almost grown that lead to 20 seconds. Here on lap 21. 18 and a half. 18.6 is the exact reading. And there's just nothing around. So quiet. His last lap a 1:45.6. A respectable time. So the Volkswagen. There must have been some serious practice done in this car to get that quick. This is Rockefeller's Arrowhead in 2nd. Should be another contender for the title this season. Just needs to not let Cooper get so far ahead. Otherwise, he'll never be getting that first spot if Cooper's got a 20-second lead each race. But he does have a 14-second lead on Exotica. So they were all equally matched early on. But after the pit stops, it's really spread them out. And Catch up in 4th. He's had to fight hard for that one. It's been some really serious tense exchanges on track between him and his fellow teammates. But at the moment he holds 4th. And Gnarly's not too far off in 5th. But whether or not Gnarly will be classified where he finishes today is a different story. And you've seen the reasons why if you're watching earlier on. If not, go back to the early laps, and we think Gnarly touched the back of Princess, which is why she's so far off the pace right now. There's nothing she could have done. So Little Max back up into 6th, and Magic Man is chasing him down here in the dying stages. The two Lexi, the floating Lexi, and the normal one. Which one is quicker? Which one is quicker? Is a floating car better than a car with tyres? Magic Man's about to let us... This experiment is about to play out in front. Magic Man really closing down the gap here. Little Mac under the pump, having to cut across left to right. Magic Man needs to get the turn in right. He needs to get good traction out of this corner. He'll be in the slipstream of Little Mac here, and that's going to be to his advantage. Little Mac has no one to pull him along. So this is all going to be about bravery here into this deep braking zone. Little Mac's darting back down into on the inside, wants to defend the line. Can the switch over happen? Magic Man carries a lot of pace into one. Little Mac, though, sees the move being done and moves accordingly. And there's a great little race on track battle forming up here in front of our eyes. Little Mac a little bit wide there. I think he was trying to be as late as possible on the brakes. The Magic Man here just filling up his rear vision mirrors, pressurizing him, trying to force him into an error. Almost one there as he runs slightly wide. Tyres squeal, searching for grip here at Spain. Running so close to the behind of Little Mac. Touring car close. Pam Kaziba is now following. Welcome along to the crew, Pam, and thanks for following. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one tonight. It's a pre-season event, so it's not even the actual season yet. So this is just a taste of things to come. Magic Man is just antagonizingly close to the back of Little Mac. He just hasn't been able to find the pace, the traction, the gap to make the move. He needs the bravery here into turn one. He's going to have much better run out of the corner. He carried a lot of speed, which Little Mac wasn't able to do. Are they going to bump draft? Oh, I thought he was going to do it. The Lexus now drag racing up to one. Inside line for Magic Man, and it could be sixth position. He's worked on it for a few laps, and he's finally gotten it. Little Mac had to succumb and let the other competitor around him. Valiant battle, though, from Little. And Magic Man worked well. That was clean and well rehearsed. So, Gnarly's now in front of his teammate Catch here. So I don't know if Catch has had a small error while we're watching that unfold. But you can see Magic Man is not far off the green machine. So, as we come to 10 to go, these guys are all starting to run together again as the stints all collapse down on each other and condense once again. And you can see Magic Man has so much more pace than I think Catch has at the moment. Catch is going to have to be careful here. I don't know if he's doing any fuel saving. Arrowhead is in the pits, by the way. It looks like he will get off those medium tyres. Magic Man pressurising his teammate. Bit of a bump. Late drama here. Catch has held it, though. Nothing intentional there from Magic. It's just the nature of racing sometimes. And Catch goes in. Magic will forward on. So Catch will go off those mediums and on to the quicker tyre to the end. This is that incident where he touched Catch. Oh, luckily it was at slow speed, so there was no real damage done there. Fam's Hyper, what kind of lap times are they running? 145s, I think. Hyper. 146 there. That was the last lap from Cooper. A 2 minute from Arrowhead. Well, he went into the pits, so disregard that. 150 from Exotica. Gnarly. 147. Magic Man. 148. So there you go. That's right. That's right. You need to run. You need to run both compounds at least once. So I think you need to do at least one lap on either tyre. So yeah, you could just do one lap on the mediums, but as long as you've done the mediums, you've done the mediums. That's all you need to do. Yep, Joshua Monfort cleared that up. Yes, a full set. You can't do like front or back or whatever. Exotic is in. He's falling down the order as the STR driver fills up the car. Quick full stop from him, and he's going to end on the softs here. Exotica will return in 4th position, and Magic Man right on his tail. So I told you things will start to heat up here towards the end, and they definitely are. As one of the podium sitting drivers for so long is now in 4th position and under immediate pressure from Magic Man in behind. Though I think Magic Man might not have the same sort of grip levels Exotica's experiencing, because Exotica seems to have the traction and the acceleration and pull that Magic could only dream of at this moment. You feel a little bit better now after going through the lap times? Awesome. But yeah, G29, man, you're on your way to being totally engrossed into sim racing. A G29 was my first wheel, and I had it for at least 3 or 4 years before I then upgraded to... I've got the TGT right now. The reason I bought the TGT was because of Gran Turismo Sport. Because it's just the feeling you get. Because I play so much Gran Turismo Sport, I thought it was worth it, and it was. The feeling and extra feedback you get from that wheel, because they designed it with the game, is incredible. So Gnarly's in from 3rd. On his marks. The new rubber tyres on. The Michelin's are ready. Splash and dash here for Gnarly. He's dropping down the order. He's in 7th currently. 38. And Catch goes flying past. Little Mac could get the position as well. He will. Little Mac gets his own back later on in the race. And Gnarly now has all the work ahead of him as his teammate and Little Mac fly off in front. Gnarly was driving very aggressive early on. I don't know if that's cost him time. But Little Mac, really great start in the preseason. I think Little Mac will be very pleased with the way his race has gone today. He's just done a 1:43.5. That could be his outlap, because that's a quick time. But here we go. He's pressurizing. He's in a Rockefeller Racing sandwich. Catch and Gnarly are the bread. Little Mac is the ham. And he's in the pressure cooker, so to speak. He chucks it down the inside. And the gap quickly closes as Catch makes the apex. And Gnarly is on a mission. Gnarly is showing so much pace right now. This is where things can get dangerous. The crying bacon. Oh, he's gonna be on the floor soon. He's gonna be consumed by the Gnarly bun. He's so close in the slipstream. He's gonna activate the slingshot. Catch tries to break it. Gnarly, late move onto the outside. Little Mac, will he reply? Under braking, Gnarly's made the move work, and Little Mac, the bacon that could, is seeing his 6th position fly away in front, but he's not given up without a fight. Absolutely not. Look at that. The two Aston Martins there working in tandem. They just seem to have a little bit... Oh, Gnarly's made an error. Little Mac needs to capitalise on this. He needs to get a little bit closer. He needs to put Gnarly under all sorts of pressure. Force him into a mistake. And he can get that 6 spot back. Become the bacon once again. You can't script this sort of racing. This is awesome. Crying bacon, frying bacon. Oh well. Crying bacon still worked. So I'd be crying too if I was the bacon. Look at this. This trio at the moment putting on a fantastic show. Magic Man is coming into the pits here. And now Catch and Gnarly putting on a great show. Is Catch going to let his teammate go by easily? I think he will. Gnarly in the orange Aston. Oh, Catch is so much later on the brakes. That was a beautiful, beautiful bit of outwitting there from Catch. Kept his calm, and he holds the spot. Look at this. Saw the teammate coming, but from his view, there was not much to worry about. Great stuff from Catch. Gnarly, though, hasn't let up at all. Lap 28 of 33. We're quickly running out of laps here. Gnarly's looking super quick. He is looking super aggressive as well. He needs to keep it clean, though. Needs to keep it clean. Catch. Giving his teammate room, but still wants to make it difficult. The switch over. Gnarly gets it. Can Catch get it back on the exit? He can't. Gnarly's made that stick. And now he needs to do all the work again here. He's going to be giving the slipstream to Catch. So Catch might be able to get him back down into turn 1. Gnarly just had a better run. Here we go. Catch trying to take as much speed through that last corner as he can, but Gnarly looked a little bit slightly quicker. The slipstream doesn't look to be as effective here for Catch. It is starting to reel him in now. The brakes and the gap, the space wasn't there. So Catch is just going to have to be patient here. Oh, look at the speed he's got out of here. Gnarly could be forced wide. Catch could get him back up on the inside. Somehow they've equalised. But Catch was looking really quick there. And the green machine almost taking back 4th. Let's get a quick update before we miss too much. Cooper starting lap 30. Almost a 20-second lead. Arrowhead there in 2nd. It's Exotica in 3rd in the 99. Gnarly and Catch here fighting valiantly. Gnarly almost runs a little bit too wide into the gravel there. That would have been disastrous. Great little bit of racing here at Barcelona. And both Gnarly and Catch and even Little Mac. Little Mac's stayed with them this whole way. So Little Mac's not out of it yet. Ooh, Gnarly had a lot of speed into that entrance. Catch was slower in, but he's trying to be quicker out, I think. That's the plan. It's going to be all about wits here and who's got the who's thinking ahead 2 or 3 corners. The distance seems to be growing here for Gnarly as Catch is getting a smaller and smaller blip. That Aston of Catch doesn't seem to have the pace here at the late stages. Gnarly, is he running it too hard? Has he fueled it enough? That is the question also. Gnarly, though, driving out of his skin at the moment. He wants to secure that 4th position. Pride is on the line. It is a pre-season race, but it's still Pride on the line. And Gnarly has 4th for now. And Catch occupying 5th. Little Mac still there in 6th. The Crying Bacon. Now the Bun. Magic Man in 7th. He was fighting up with them as well, but his out of sequence pit stops have put him off the pace for them. Princess has done well. She's back up to 8th here. So a really good run from her. And hopefully she can improve on those results through the season. It was just unlucky she was involved with that pushed wide there by Gnarly, which I think might see him get a penalty later. So keep an eye on that. Amula in 9th in the Honda NSX. Gel Speed down in 10th. I don't know why he's fallen back to 10th. He was up there in 6th and 5th for so long, so Gel Speed hasn't worked for him. Captain Goof, known for the Goof laps and the Goof speed. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to get that today. But he's there in 11th position. But it is this man, Turismo Cooper. He's actually coming on the back of Goof there. That's how quick, that's how far in front Cooper is. So fast here today. And he's coming up to the penultimate lap here for the Elite Division of the SFR GT Challenge pre-season event, which has been one to watch, I must say. There's Arrowhead, and there's Exotica. You can see they're on vastly different areas of the track. Gnarly has pulled a little bit of a gap on his teammate there, 2.2 seconds. But Catch is still under the pump here by Little Mac, so it's not over yet. It's not over yet, and I even think Magic Man might catch up to these guys. And he could get a surprise position or two. Not a lot of laps left in it, though. And thanks again to everyone that has supported us today and have been supporting us for a very long time. I'm Josh from Demo 1 Garage, and we have a live motor racing here on the channel. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, each time, pick your choice. As I say that, Little Mac comes out of nowhere with a little bit of a prod and a push, and Catch has to reply instantly. So this is all but over. Little Mac has got something left in the tank, I think. He's turned the car up to 11, and Catch has to reply. Look at this, Little Mac saw the gap, went sliding into it, but this is where the switchback works, as Catch had the exit speed. So it's going to be games. Oh, look how close Magic is to the back of Little Mac. Little Mac could be relegated another position down once again. Magic up the inside. It's Mac and him panel to panel now through the first chicane. And somehow Little Mac's come out ahead. The two Lexus once again fighting neck and neck. This little racing battle exchange. So good to watch. I thought Magic Man was a little bit too far off there at the end. But it seems I was wrong, because he's got the pace. We're on the penultimate lap. And Magic Man sees the gap open up. Little Mac tries to reply, a little bit of a touch. Magic gets it all sideways and crossed up. And Little Mac has not given up. Magic's recovered quickly, though. He's up the inside here. This could be easy in around for Magic, and it is. This is the touch before. Little Mac tried to cut in, but he saw Magic was there. And now Magic is trying to catch up to Catch. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, because he's coming up to the last lap now. But he has got a little bit of a gap built on Little Mac. So Little Mac, I think the defense is futile here. Can Magic do it, though? Can he catch up to Catch? That's weird to say. Catch up to Catch. Cooper, though, is on the final lap of this race. He has lapped Goof there. But it has been a dominant performance from him from the start. Turismo Racing will be very happy with his performance. 21-second lead. He's worked so very hard for that. His last lap was a 1:45.7. Super quick time there. Here we go. Arrowhead's not too far off either, but you can see there's absolutely no competition for them. Gnarly's got fourth there, and he's built his little gap up. But this is not over yet. This is between Catch and Magic. The two teammates in different cars. Magic sees the inside line. Doesn't quite get it yet. But there's your confirmation of your winner, Turismo Cooper. He's taken the checkered flag. Here he goes. Flash of the lights from him. And he won the race. Arrowhead sees the checkered flag flying as well. And he'll be relieved to see the end. Second for Arrow. Exotic is yet to come. Catch at the moment, though, still holding off Magic. And he's doing a good job. Magic just needs a final push here. Just needs to take the position away. Catch, though, valiantly fighting for that fifth spot. Can he get the traction out of the final corner? He's a lot closer now to the back of Catch. Catch will feel the pressure, the heat on his face, the sweat dripping as he's worked so hard to take the fifth position away. He tried to defend it from Gnarly. Magic searching for a gap. He can't find one. Catch gets a little bit sideways. The race is all but over. And I think it's going to be Gnarly fourth, Catch fifth. This is going to be really tight between them. Magic comes across, so that was super tight. 8/100ths in it. Wow, what a race between the two teammates. And Little Mac comes by for seventh. And Princess, she's worked... Oh, Princess... Oh, that's really good. I didn't think she was going to come out off the back of the field there, but she's actually secured 8th position. That's a good result. Gel Speed, 9th. And Emula will finish and take 10th. But well done to Cooper for the win. We'll get them on the podium for a quick interview. Cooper, Arrowhead and Exotica. So well done. Well done to those guys. Was a great race. Now let's invite them into the interview room. There are your results. Total time, 58 minutes. Fastest lap was Cooper in the Beetle, a 1:43.897 on lap 2. So, he wasn't able to do any better after lap 2. Alright, so we'll invite Cooper, Arrowhead and Exotica, and we might see if we can get Gnarly in. Here we go. We'll wait for them in the interview room. But if you've got any questions you'd like to ask them in the chat, right away. And don't forget, you can also get your tweet featured on stream. It's a new feature. If you're a Twitter fan, just mention us at Demo1G or use the hashtag D1G. And your tweet will be featured on stream as well. But what a race it was today. Action-packed from start to finish. And I'd like to congratulate the podium finishers. But thank you very much to everyone that has joined us here. Who have we got to thank in...
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Hey, we can. Arrow and Cooper, welcome. Well, what a race. What a race. 20 seconds. I think you had a lead there on Arrow. You guys were so close at the start of the race. What made the difference there? Were you just quicker in the lap times, or was there something that happened through the pit stops, or what happened?
I think it was race pace, honestly. Because because I had spun on lap 4 and I had terrible tires at the start. So um, I think it was like lap time. And once I started to get myself in the groove of the race, I started to hit out like 44s. Only went into like the 45s when I came into the pits. So I think it was lap times.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree. I agree. He had good lap time, so he was top of the field for sure with those.
oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, that mistake on that 4, was it just the height of the curbing that got you all unsettled? It was a little bit.
Yes, it's I don't know what it is with the car with the Beetle, but it just can't take the curb on the chicanes, I should say. Especially the first one. It's just the rear gets too loose coming out of there. So um, I just went around it for the rest of the race, pretty much, just to avoid, any wheel spin, any um degradation of tires. So yeah.
And the Beetle, is it a new favorite since a certain update? Is that the one you're going to use for the proper season?
I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see until the schedule is released. But right now my three choices are Citroen, Mazda, and obviously Volkswagen. Um, I like the Beetle because it's really good on fuel and it has pretty decent tires. So it's like a discount. It's like a discount Porsche, in my opinion. Um,
A discount
but yeah,
Porsche. I like that.
but I've tested this car out with Defi and Windfire, so I really think this is like a car that I should choose for manufacturers, but I can't I can't just say I'm gonna pick it 100% when I have other cars to test out. So
Yeah. Well, congratulations on the win. Worked hard for that
thank
one.
you.
And Arrowhead in second there. Just couldn't keep up with Cooper today. He was just like you said, just so much quicker in the race pace.
Yeah, he had good pace. He was consistent. I had a little bit of trouble there in that first stint. Got a little sideways a couple of times. Lost me a little bit of time, but he was definitely fast for sure.
And how do you find having now to balance fuel and tires? Is there a lot of preparation beforehand now, before a race?
Not so much with the Porsche. It's really good on tires, really good on fuels. You just got to be careful. You get once tire wear sets in, the rear end likes to slide out. So you just got to manage that later on and at the end of the set of tires. But other than that, it does fare.
So Porsche for you is going to be the pick for the season, I'd say.
Yeah, it's on top right now. Um, the team kind of laughs at me because I'm kind of the last one that's still undecided. But I do like the Porsche for sure.
Well, you've definitely got the pace in it. You just need someone to stick with you now. But congratulations on second place.
Thank you, thank you.
And Exotica there in third. You had a few good exchanges there with Arrow early on, but again, was just Arrow too quick for you, or was there a mistake somewhere, or maybe even a pit stop strategy, mixing it up?
I'd say probably all the above.
Okay.
I made a few mistakes at the beginning, but he was too fast for me.
And yeah, there was so much happening down the midfield, but yeah, was that a bit of a straightforward race once that was all out of the way down in third? Because I don't think you were really threatened by anyone from behind.
No, just after the pit stops was the only time I really saw anybody else, but it was pretty easy.
And preparation for these sort of races, is there a lot of work again with the fuel and tyres for you, or is it sort of pretty straightforward as well?
I tend to wing it whenever
Yeah.
whenever I race, so I don't know. Whatever's happening in the race, I adjust. But I had my strategy planned out for this one, and nothing happened, so I was able to.
I like the wing it strategy. I think everyone should just wing it.
Yeah, me too. I think that's more fun.
I even think the FIA guys should just wing it. They shouldn't be allowed to practice. It should just be you got to figure it out on your own. But
I agree completely.
hey, that's good because I don't think I've ever told anyone that, but that's good to know. Well, congratulations on third, man, and
Thank you.
yeah, good luck with the current season. Your car choice, is it locked in too?
I'd say about 99%. I'll do a little more testing, but I'm liking the GTR. It's not easy to drive, but
It looks awesome. So please pick that. Good to have.
okay.
It's good to watch. Oh, thank you very much. And Gnarly down in... You actually stole fourth there at the end, dude. But I don't know if you're going to keep that. You were very aggressive today. It was awesome to watch.
Yeah, I kind of, started in turn one, lap one when I had the lead and then kind of went off track. So I just felt like, if I'm going to get raced like that, I'm going to start racing other people like that back. So just kind of, pushed it a little bit sometimes. Definitely had some decent pace there, which was pretty amusing because the Aston here on the tight tracks, it's a dog, man. It's a heavy, big boat that doesn't turn. It likes to chew up tires too. So coming into this, knowing that it was my car selection for the season, just kind of getting some more laps on me, but didn't really have very good expectations of it. I know Arrowhead there, he showed a lot of pace in the Porsche and all of our team testing during the week and stuff. The Beetle also is another really fast car. So I knew when I saw some of those cars out there, a lot of those guys are going to be really tough to beat, but at least kind of winging it and giving it my all in the Aston. And then kind of after that first lap there, just was like, all right, well, let's go. So it was fun. Had some good races with the teammates there, Magic Man and Catch and Jelson through the middle of the part of the race there. Kind of threw a different strategy into it to see if it would work, and I think that kind of paid off too because Aston's tire wear in the long run just chewed up the tire. So I was able to short pit a couple times, get some fresh rubber, and make up some time. I think that's what kind of put me over that limit of Catch there at the end.
Yeah, I was going to ask you something now. I can't remember. But you were rocket off the start. You thought you must have been in for a chance there, but into turn one, was it just the car just understeering that got you caught out?
No, I got booted from behind there going into turn one, so had the lead, hit my mark, getting into turn one fairly good, and was just punted. So second test event of the season, I've been punted and turned on lap one. So I just kind of wasn't very amused with that and just kind of felt like I was going to come up and start racing like I'm being raced. And I did lean on everybody a little bit more than I like to, but just definitely, just kind of going forward and testing stuff out and testing the waters. And hopefully when the actual season starts here in a couple of weeks, everyone kind of calms down and realizes these are, almost hour-long races, and we have some time to work with each other and give each other little breaks throughout the field there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the thing I was going to ask was because a lot of our guys were up together at some point. When you practice with them all the time, do you sort of get to know their nuances and their most picked strategies, their weaknesses, strengths, etc.? Does that help?
We have a good team. I feel like at Rockefeller Racer, we are all very open and transparent. So not only are we talking about team strategies and what might be the best in, but our weekly practices and now having the whole team together for 6 months a year now, even with our new additions, we're really starting to kind of get to know each other. But it was fun. Don't get truly racing a kind of test event or in a season race with some of Magic Man and Jelson and stuff like that. So, kind of working with them and through them in the middle of the race was really fun there. Kind of brings us back to some of those weekly practices we do together. So great team at Rockefeller Racer, but everyone we have here really is just a great organizations. STR is a good group of guys, Turismo, AMS, FAMs. Really, they're all good guys that get together to make this series, the SFR GT Challenge, together. And then, of course, we have great hopes and Josh and Demo One Garage there, kind of helping us put on that production and show.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Gnarly, and it was a great show, so thanks for putting that on for us, man.
I'm glad I could make it entertaining at least. Hopefully next ones won't be so entertaining.
Oh, make it more entertaining, please.
There you go.
All right, guys. Well, that will wrap things up here tonight. Thanks again to everyone that has subbed, liked, and shared. And if you haven't already, please do so if you want to catch more action. That was the Elite Division of the SFR GT Challenge pre-season. So we'll have more next week with the next division down. Same track, same place, different drivers. Anything could happen. But my name's Josh from Demo 1, Race Hard and on the Edge, and I'd like to thank everyone that supported the stream. Hopefully this will work. It's supposed to give you a credit thing. It's meant to roll the credits and thank those who supported today's stream. Oh, we got no one. I thought it'd show the subs and the likes. Anyway, thanks again. Don't forget you can tweet us at Demo1G during the races as well, using the hashtag as well, D1G. Get your tweet featured. Thanks to Rocky for fixing today's race up as well, and everyone's patient with the issues. But until next week, guys, I'll see you then. Goodbye.